Hello and welcome to another Zoom Club in Character Development. Miss Abby's here, and this week we are going to be focusing on responsibility. So, the way this video is going to work is we're going to talk a little bit about what responsibility is and what that means, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show you how to make your own chore chart, which is a way that you can keep track of your responsibilities at home. So, what does being responsible mean? Being responsible means you do the things you're expected to do and you accept the consequences or results of your actions. But let's break that down into a couple more pieces. So, a responsibility. A responsibility is something you are expected to do. It might be a task you have been told to do or complete. For example, your parents might expect you to brush your teeth. Brushing your teeth is a responsibility, and it's your responsibility to brush your teeth every day. Another task example is that your teachers expect you to finish your homework on time and do your best job. So it's your responsibility to do your homework. A responsibility might be a way you are expected to act. So for example, if your parents expect that you go and play at the park, they expect that you will play in a way that you won't seriously hurt yourself or somebody else. It's your responsibility to have fun in a safe and courteous way. Now, what is a consequence? A consequence is the result or outcome of our actions. Consequences can be positive or good, or negative, which is bad. For example, if you are supposed to do your chores by Sunday evening at 5 o'clock, and you get them done, the consequence is that you get your allowance maybe, or you get your prize, and your parents are very happy. In another example, you may leave your bike behind your dad's car and he doesn't see it, and then he runs over it. The consequence of that action is obviously that your bike is now ruined. So there can be positive consequences and there can be negative consequences. So why is being responsible important? When we act responsibly or do the things we're responsible for doing, we have positive consequences. And a consequence is what happens as a result of our actions. When you are responsible, you have a positive outcome and you get the positive consequence for a job well done. If you're irresponsible, you feel the pain of a negative consequence of a job done poorly or a job not done at all. So being responsible leads to more trust and more freedom because people know that they can count on you to do the things that you're expected to do. And being responsible can also be a big part of keeping you and the people around you safe. So here are a couple examples of responsibility and the consequences that go along with them. So, example 1 is feeding the dog. Let's say that each morning you are responsible and expected to feed the dog. If you're responsible, the consequence is that your dog has a full belly and he's healthy. And your parents know that they can trust you to do what you say you will do, and you'll be more likely to have more space and freedom to manage your time. If you are irresponsible or not responsible and you don't feed the dog, then the negative consequences are that the dog is hungry and long-term you could harm the dog's health. Second, your parents would be disappointed because they feel like they have to check up on you and control your behavior more because they can't count on you to do what you're expected to do. Another example of being responsible would be using the internet safely. So your responsibility is to take care of your personal safety. We're each responsible for our own personal safety, which means we're expected to not do things that put ourselves in danger. Because of this, teachers and kids and parents have to use the internet responsibly. They teach you in school that you may only want to view sites that are safe, and they expect you to avoid sites that are not safe and where you might find content that's not appropriate or healthy for young people. Being responsible in how we use the internet means what we do as teachers and parents instruct. So only going to the sites that you know are safe. If you're responsible, then on the internet you get to see content that is safe and you don't interact with people who might want to do you harm. Your parents and teachers can trust you to use your computer, your iPad, or your tablet all by yourself. If you are irresponsible, however, you may see things that aren't healthy for a young person to see, or you might interact with people who may want to hurt you. Your parents and teachers may take away your freedom on the internet, and you may have to ask for permission and only use the computer when you have an adult watching you. A great way to understand the responsibilities that you have in your own house and in the community that is your home is to talk to your family about what they expect from you, what behavior is expected, and how they expect you to complete the jobs that you are responsible for. You can keep track of these on a chore chart, which I'm going to teach you how to make up next. Hey everybody, and welcome to the how-to part of the Responsibility Zoom Club. So we're going to be making our own chore charts, so go ahead and gather your materials, which are just a piece of paper and whatever coloring utensils you have. So you can use colored pencils, crayons, or markers. Okay, the first step to making your chore chart is adding the grid lines. So you're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 lines going across your paper, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines going down your paper. Mine got a little bit squeezed over here, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. The next step is the easy one. All you have to do is add your name at the top, followed by chore board or chore chart, however you want to call it in your house. I've also gone through and added the days of the week to mine. You can ask your mom or dad to help you if you're not sure of what they all are. So you can see I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I didn't write the full word because I didn't have all the space needed to do that, so however you want to do it is totally fine. The next step, you're going to want to talk to your family about what chores are important in your house and what responsibilities you have. Here are some examples that I've put on mine. One of my responsibilities is to make my bed. Another is to brush my teeth and hair. Another is to clean up my room and any toys I took out. And finally, to help with dishes. You can add more or less chores. You can add different ones. You can have the same. Whatever works for your family, just make sure you talk to them about what that means in your house. So now I have my chore chart up on my fridge. This way I can see it every single day and know what I have left to do and what I've already done. A great way to keep track of the chores you've done is to use a writing utensil, or if you have extra magnets, you can use those too. And then whenever you finish the task, you just put one where it goes. So I have some magnets here. Today it is Friday when I'm filming this, so I'm gonna keep track of what chores I've completed today. So I've already made my bed, so I'll put a magnet here. I've already brushed my teeth and hair, so I'll put a magnet here. I haven't cleaned up my room or toys, and I haven't helped with the dishes yet, so I'm gonna leave the magnet off there. And later when I get to those, I can add more, or I can just color it in with a colored pencil. You'll notice I've added this little sticky note next to my chore chart, and that is because that's where I'm gonna keep track of what objective I need to meet in order to complete my chores for the week. So obviously not everybody's perfect, so you may not fill in your whole chore chart every single week, but you can always set a goal for yourself to try to fill in that many boxes. So talk with your family and see what works for you. You can see that in my chore chart, since I have 4 chores going down in 7 days of the week, I have a total of 28 boxes. So that means that if I wanted to have a perfect week, I would need to fill out all 28. However, since not everybody's perfect, I'm gonna say that if I can fill out 22 boxes every week, that means I get a prize. So now I've added my label, which says 22 boxes equals movie night. So my prize for my chore chart would be at the end of the week, if I complete 22 boxes, I would get to have a movie night. Yours can be whatever works for you in your house. Just make sure you talk to your family and set a goal together so that you know how to be responsible in your house and you know how to continue meeting those goals and making sure that you're doing your part. The great thing about using magnets or stickers is that you can remove them and then you can continue to use the same chore chart. However, if you only have colored pencils, that's totally fine. I will show you an example of what the chore chart might look like at the end of the week. Okay, so here's an example of a completed chore chart. You can see that I filled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 boxes on my chore chart, which means I get to have a movie night at the end of the week. I hope you enjoyed this fun tutorial, and I hope this is a great chance for you to learn responsibility in your own house. All right, Wonder Care friends, thank you so much for coming to another character development Zoom club. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you have a great chore chart created so that you can keep track of your responsibilities. And I hope you have a great day, and I will see you very soon.